Hi everyone, it's Ali and welcome back to the Heffy Doodle YouTube channel for another video. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm using the More Than S'mores set, which was the Heffy Doodle Simon Says Stamptember collaboration set, and it's just a really cute little set, and the critters are just fabulous to colour. They're really good size, so they're not too small, not too big, and they were just lots of fun to play with. I'm going to create my background piece by mixing carved pumpkin tea dye and vintage photo distress inks on my media mat. And I can just spray that with a bit of water, and then I've got some watercolour paper there, or watercolour card, and I'm just going to push that into the ink. Add a bit more water because it wasn't quite mixed enough for me, and then rubbing it again into those colours, and then I'm just going to swipe it through the ink to cover the white bits that are left on the watercolour paper, just to make sure there's good coverage. And then when I was happy with that, I just heat set it or dried it with my heat tool. So that's my background piece. Then I'm going to splatter it with just the water tube out of my water sprayer bottle and dab it with some paper towel just to dry it off again. I then cut a rectangle using a stitched rectangle die just to make it nice and neat and a bit of a feature around the edge, and I've put it on a craft card. And then I cut a Polaroid die from some craft card as well. There's a few different Polaroid dies that you can get. I think mine was a Case of Craft one. This is the More Than S'mores set, and I've just stamped the three little critters from that, and I'm going to use my Copics to colour them. And my technique has sort of recently changed, I guess. I now use quite a dark colour for the darker shadow areas, then a colour that's close to that to blend it a little bit, and then I go for quite a light colour to get that real contrast between the lightest areas and the darkest. Whereas before I would have picked three colours that were fairly close together, so now my lightest colour is often quite a bit lighter than my other two colours that are that bit darker. So I've used obviously just browns for that little middle reindeer, and then these are the warm greys for this little critter, again using the same technique. Two darker colours and one lighter colour to get that real contrast. And then on the tops of their heads and tops of their shoulders and things like that, I finish off with a few little dots in the darkest Copic colour right at the end. And also I've added some detail with my white gel pen. So the little raccoon is my cool greys. That's what I've used to colour in him. I'm just going to fussy cut them out as I don't have the dies for this set, but I think they're still available with the stamp set on the Simon Says Stamp website. Just positioning those in my little Polaroid and pushing on some Stormy Sky Distress Oxide colour to go behind that Polaroid photo piece. Kind of looks like a bit of a sky colour. Then I'm going to just attach on my three little critters, and then the front Polaroid photo piece. I've attached that as well. I decided that I wanted them to have little speech bubbles, and I've used the What You're Saying set, which is really a lot of fun. I've used it heaps, and the dies that go with it to cut out some speech bubbles. I've stamped them in Versamark ink, white embossed on black card, and then I've used some of the sentiments from the Happy Snappy Croc set as well to finish off the card. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the card and that it inspired you a little bit. And as I said, these critters, they're just perfect for colouring. Not too tiny, you can really get into the colouring, and it's really enjoyable to use. So here are some more videos that you might enjoy watching from the Heffy Doodle channel. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you again next time.